If it sounds confusing to you, let me acknowledge. It is confusing.
Mike Huckabee.
And that is the problem with the American tax
Nation. I'm Michael Savage. Phone number is 855-400-7282. The time is 24 minutes after the hour. Across America, 165 stations and growing by leaps and bounds. We know why the states are going broke. California, of course, is a prime example. We know that the union thugs have put the Democrat machine into power in order to make certain that they engorge themselves on the taxpayers' hard-earned money. And the fact of the matter is, we learned today in an article in Bloomberg, you're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you, that a psychiatrist, I'm giving you one example, a psychiatrist earned $822,000 a year in the state of California in a prison. And what's even more horrible about this is that this psychiatrist went to medical school in Afghanistan, came here as an asylee, of course. Libs couldn't wait to usher him in to make certain that an American would lose his job. And this guy got $800 and some odd thousand a year. A highway patrol officer collected $484,000 a year in pay and pension benefits. 17 employees got checks of more than $200,000 for unused vacation and leave. Why is this going on? How is it possible that the state of California, with 20 million taxpayers, can put up with this kind of thievery? It's thievery. It's beyond belief that state budgets are being pillaged by governors who are basically stooges of the unions. How else are you going to put it? How else would you put that? These people are making money that's crazy. Who's going to pay this? How are we going to pay this? Chief Investment Officer, Teachers Retirement System of Texas, last year collected $1 million, including $480,000 in salary and 2 years of bonuses, more than 4 times what Republican Governor Rick Perry received. Pension managers in Ohio and Virginia made up to $678,000 and $666,000, respectively. Psychiatrists were among the highest-paid employees in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, and New Jersey, with total compensation of $270,000 and $327,000 for top earners. State police officers in Pennsylvania collected checks as big as $190,000 for unused vacation and personal leave as they retired young enough to start second careers, while Virginia paid active officers as much as $109,000 in overtime alone. But California leads the state in corruption and criminality in terms of union pay. Can you believe what they're earning here in this state? California today spends most of its money on salaries, retirement payments, health care benefits for government workers, and other compensation. In other words, don't believe a word the governors and the Democrats tell you. All of the money is going for salaries, retirement payments, health care, benefits for government workers, and other compensation. That's why the roads are broken. That's why basic human services are down. State revenues may be up 50% over the past 10 years, but spending, of course, on everything is down because of the greed of the state workers. $26 billion budget deficit, and they won't collect a dime from the illegal aliens. Not one dime. And so you ask yourself, how did this psychiatrist in the prisons, Mohammed Safi, would you go to a doctor who went to a medical school in Afghanistan? Would anybody you know go to a doctor who went to a medical school in Afghanistan? I wouldn't. I would rather cut my own self open and use a sewing needle. But they hired him. Mohammed Safi, graduate of a medical school in Afghanistan, collected $822,000 last year, up from $90,000 when he started in 2006. How does he do this? Well, he put in long hours. He put in 17 hours each day, because when he was on call on Saturdays and Sundays, he was billing the state. That's what the governor of the state of California needs to clean up. That's what they need to clean up. It's the savage nation. It is the savage nation. Look, let me level with you. I've been a member of a union. I'm not presently a member of any union. I was a teacher. I was a member of a union. They did nothing for me. All they did was take care of themselves. I once had another job at another, I don't know where. Pardon me, I have a cough. I should have pressed the cough drop button, but I didn't. 16 psychiatrists on California's payroll made more than $400,000. No other state pays their state employees like California. They're bankrupting the state. New Jersey's Governor Chris Christie has tried to stop it because in his state, $608,000 was paid to psychiatrist Gertrudis Agcoli, age 79, who retired last year. Oh, this is in California, from the Napa State Mental Hospital after a 30-year career. Agcoli said in a telephone interview that it was her right to take the payment. $608,000 payout. So the question is, they allow them to accumulate these payouts. The fact is that we have to eliminate these accumulated salaries. It's unbelievable. The state is bankrupt. Where's the money supposed to come from? I want to ask you something. If you're listening to the show anywhere in America, forget just the state of California. Do you know a state worker who is gaming the system? I don't want the name. I want you to call the Savage Nation and tell America what state you're in and what this person is doing to game the system and how much they're making, or how much you guess they're making. Because the country right now is in a struggle between the union thugs and the taxpayers. That's what's going on. It's the union thugs versus the hard-earning taxpayer. I know taxes are boring, but unless we understand what's going on, we'll be raped until there's nothing left. They'll rape you till they take your clothing off and throw you on the third rail. Nobody will stop them because the government is out of control. The government is them. They are the government. There is no government. A government's supposed to govern. Our government is supposed to be fair and balanced. The government is supposed to protect the people. I read an ancient Chinese proverb that said that the best kind of leader is one who is not feared by the people.